Newgrange, Ireland. First-degree incest. Ancient genomes uncover Irish passage tomb for dynastic elite. Archaeologists and geneticists, led by those from Trinity College, Dublin, Ireland, shed new light on the earliest periods of Ireland's human history. Among their incredible findings is a discovery that the genome of an adult male buried in the heart of the Newgrange passage tomb points to first-degree incest, implying he was among a ruling social elite akin to the similarly inbred Inca god kings and Egyptian pharaohs. Older than the pyramids, this Newgrange tomb, the passage tomb in Ireland, is world famous for its annual solar alignment, where the winter solstice sunrise illuminates its sacred inner chamber in a golden blast of light. But little is known about who was interred in the heart of this imposing 200,000-ton monument, or of the Neolithic society which built it, they say over 5,000 years ago. The survey of ancient Irish genomes, published today in leading international journal Nature magazine, suggests a man who had been buried in this chamber belonged to a dynastic elite. The research, led by a research team from Trinity, carried out in collaboration with colleagues from University College London, National University of Ireland Galway, University College Cork, University of Cambridge, Queen's University Belfast, and Institute of Technology in Sligo. Dr. Lara Cassidy of Trinity, the first author of the paper, said, "I've never seen anything like it. We all inherit 2 copies of the genome, one from our mother and one from our father." While this individual's copies were extremely similar, a telltale sign of close inbreeding. In fact, our analysis allowed us to confirm that his parents were first-degree relatives. Matings of this type, that is, for example, brother and sister unions, are near universal taboo for entwined culture and biological reasons. The only confirmed social acceptance of first-degree incest are found among the elites, typically within a deified royal family. By breaking the rules, the elite separated itself from the general population, intensifying hierarchy and legitimizing power. Public ritual and extravagant monumental architecture often co-occurred with dynastic incest to achieve the same ends. Here, the auspicious location of the male skeleton remains is matched by the unprecedented nature of its ancient genome. This is what Professor of Population Genetics at Trinity, Dan Bradley, explains. He says, "The prestige of the burial makes this very likely a socially sanctioned union, and speaks of a hierarchy so extreme that the only partners worthy of the elite were family members." The team also unearthed a web of distant familial relations between this man and other individuals from sites of the passage tomb tradition across the country, including the mega cemeteries of Carramore and Carrowkeel in County Sligo. Dr. Cassidy said, "It seems what we have here is a powerful extended kin group who had access to elite burial sites in many regions of this island for at least half a millennium." Remarkably, a local myth resonates with these results in the Newgrange solar phenomenon. First recorded in the 11th century AD, 4 millennia after construction, a story tells of a builder king who restarted the daily solar cycle by sleeping with his sister. The Middle Irish place name for the neighboring Douth passage tomb, Ferta Cuil, is based on this lore and can be translated as Hill of Sin. Given the world-famous solstice alignments of Brú na Bóin, the magical solar manipulations of this myth already had scholars questioning how long an oral tradition could survive, said Dr. Ross O'Muldoon, archaeologist of the study. To now discover a potentially prehistoric precedent for this incestuous aspect is extraordinary. The genome survey stretched over 2 millennia and unearthed other unexpected results. Within the oldest known burial structure on the island, Pulnabrone Portal Tomb, the earliest yet diagnosed case of Down syndrome was discovered in a male infant who was buried there 5,500 years ago. Isotopes analysis of this infant showed a dietary signature of breastfeeding. In combination, this provides an indication that visible difference was not a barrier to prestige burial in the deep past. Additionally, the analysis showed that the monument builders were early farmers who migrated to Ireland and replaced the hunter-gatherers who preceded them. But this replacement was not absolute. A single Western Irish individual was found to have an Irish hunter-gatherer in his recent family tree, pointing towards a swamping of earlier populations rather than the extermination. Genomes from the rare remains of Irish hunter-gatherers themselves showed they were most closely related to the hunter-gatherers population from Britain, according to Jedder Mann, and mainland Europe. But unlike British samples, these earliest Irelanders had the genetic imprint of a prolonged island isolation. This fits with what we know about prehistoric sea levels after the Ice Age. Britain maintained a land bridge to the continent long after the retreat of the glaciers, while Ireland was separated by sea and its small early populations must have arrived in primitive boats. This is provided by Trinity College Dublin, and it's on phys.org. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.